Hi, everyone. It's me, Krylios, Team Racing Productions MC and producer. And joining me today is JChris. Welcome.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing very well, thank you.
Well, it is great to have you here. Thanks so much for taking the time out so that we can have this conversation. And I want to start this off with, having you tell our audience a little bit about yourself and your background.
What's up, everybody? I'm JChris, and I'm an urban Latin artist from the East Coast, United States. I have been doing this for many years, and under my stage name, I have been doing this for about 2 years now. And this has been an incredible journey because I just have a great team of professionals that I work with to help tell my story.
Awesome, awesome. And tell me a little bit of that story. How did you come up with the stage name, JChris?
When I was in college at Eastman School of Music, I formed a band, and in the band, I had awesome musicians, very creative musicians. One of my instrumentalists, my drummer, who I still play with today, he came up with the name JChris for me. He said, "You know what? I think you should go with this name. It's fun, it pops, it's urban, and I think it's you." So
Awesome,
thank you, Mike.
awesome. So you've been involved with music for quite some time, as you just said. You went to college for music as well. When did the music bug, get you when you were younger? And because I know you sing, you songwrite, you play instruments, so you have your entire being really steeped in, music. Tell me how that started out for you, and at what point did you realize that this is what you wanted to do with your life?
For me, it was when I was in middle school. When I was in
Mm,
middle school, I started writing little songs, writing out my own melodies,
mhm,
and my talents in the piano really started to show, and my potential as an entertainer started to block,
mhm,
started to bud. So what I wanted to do was really run with that because it was
mhm.
something that was instinctive to me and natural to me. So I said, you know what, this is not just going to be an activity for me. This is my calling. That's
Yeah. I love that. I love that. And when it comes to songwriting, what kind of, themes and topics do you like to explore? Do you usually go in with an idea, or does that build along as you're writing? What's your approach to songwriting?
it is very collaborative these days.
Mm-hmm.
I used to just write by myself and think
Mm-hmm.
about a concept I could write around, a life event that I
Mm-hmm.
could be inspired by. But now it's based on collaboration and the ideas that we throw in the room. I particularly collaborate with my producer, Johnny Tech Audio. He's a
Mm-hmm.
phenomenal producer from Dominican Republic, and we share so many ideas together. And his writing really influences me to learn a Caribbean type of Spanish,
Mm-hmm.
a Caribbean type of slang, and different types of
Mm-hmm.
terms from that region.
Mm-hmm.
So he really helped me with my Spanish in the urban sense. So yeah.
Question, do you speak Spanish yourself before this, or
I do.
oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
great, great. And so learning this, what's your like ethnicity? Is it like Central American or Caribbean?
Actually, none of the above. It's South American.
South American. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
great, great, great. Awesome, awesome. So and what was it like, learning the Caribbean slang and all of that? And talk to me about some of those influences that you have now maybe adopted into your music.
So these influences come from the language as
Mm-hmm.
well as the rhythms,
Mm,
really infusing the Afrobeat into my
yeah.
music because that is so prevalent in Caribbean music. And
Mm-hmm.
it works so well with my sound and with my lyrics. And I just
Mm-hmm.
thought that it was just great to keep going with that. And the fact that I have someone from there, someone from the
Mm-hmm.
Caribbean working on this fresh music, I feel more comfortable because I don't think I can do it alone. I want someone who's an OG, an original, to guide me through this.
Yeah. And since doing this, have you been to Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, or Cuba since, or anything?
So I just performed in Puerto Rico a few months ago.
Oh.
That was really fun. And I'm going to perform there again in Santurce. So I love it.
Ah,
I love it.
awesome. I love that. That is really great. And it sounds like you have, a great musical support system around you, a great musical community. I want you to talk to me a little bit about, the importance of having that musical community and how that has just, helped you with your career so far.
Well, for me, my career really started with the grassroots. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, playing in the circuit, playing live in small venues,
Mm-hmm.
making cover videos of cover songs
Mm-hmm.
for people who make requests. It was that simple.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I really started to find myself, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and find my potential as a performer because I really consider myself a performer of the people. It's not like
Mm-hmm.
I just went to music school and stayed in this fancy ivory tower, this laboratory intellectual type
Mm-hmm.
setting. No, I wanted to get out there and really make something happen with my music, but that connected to people.
Ah, I
Visceral level.
see.
So, people may look at my resume that I went to the Eastman School of Music, but I have no desire and no interest in making music that's just about myself and esoteric
Mm-hmm.
or in these you know
Yes.
for myself, my own ego. No, it's for everybody. So
Yeah.
that's a long way to say that that's really how my career started, is leaving
Mm-hmm.
this conservatory setting and really wanting to do something that was bigger than that in a way.
Ah, I love that. I love that. That's really good. And let's talk about cathartic cornell. And yeah, let's talk how the work that you put into it and everything. Let me show everyone the artwork for cathartic cornell. There we go. Talk to me about this.
So that was from a photo shoot that I did in Brooklyn last summer,
Mm-hmm.
which was very fun. The one who took that picture was Brandon Vallejo of BVD Image, and the one who was the artwork designer with my fonts was Brienne Farquhar from
Mm-hmm.
Canada. So she really does a good job with my font work and with filters and really matching the vibe of the song. As you
Yeah.
can see in the artwork, there is a darker type of vibe. It is more
Mm-hmm.
introspective. It is more the sense of you had a couple of drinks and you're getting a little bit in your head about things.
Mm-hmm.
And
Ah, I see that. I see that.
one of the things that I say to make this song stick with people is it's a drunk text song because
Mm-hmm.
it's about getting a drunk text from your ex, and "quédate con él" means stay with him. So
Ah. I like that. I like that. And I guess for a lot of your music, what is the vibe that you want the audience to get, when your music is playing? What are you envisioning the audience, dancing or thinking about or whatever, while they're listening to your music?
well, I definitely want them to dance because everything,
Yes.
my music in my repertoire, all my songs
Mm-hmm.
have this element of of syncopated rhythms and dance.
Mm-hmm.
So that, and this one is different. This one's it's a slow dance. It's not fast. You're not supposed
Mm-hmm.
to do what my other songs did. Like the song before that was Caliente. It's a Brazilian funk. It's not. You're not supposed to stay in this introspective uh, way. You're supposed to get up and dance. Really.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one, I want people to feel empowered in a different type of way. I want them to feel empowered that they have the agency to say, "Stay with him."
Mm.
Stay
That's
with
true.
him.
Sometimes you gotta let them know, baby, stay over there. Stay with him. That is true. That's true. Well, you said you love performing a lot. So I'm sure in like the past 2 years, when the pandemic started and everything, that that was kind of harder to do. How did you kind of navigate that? And how has, things changed from early 2020 to now? Are stages being reopened? Have you gotten back to performing? What's, navigating the pandemic been like?
So when the pandemic came, I saw a lot of changes happen.
Mm-hmm.
So many changes, and it's funny what happens in 2 years. The world just completely did a complete 180. In my opinion, I mean, I see it as a 180 because we changed our way of thinking on so many things.
Mm-hmm.
And in regards to my career, I used to have a different stage name.
Mm-hmm.
I had a different team. I had a different look. My stage name
Mm-hmm.
was Chris Urquiaga, and that is reflective of a different type of music I did then, which was more of the music that I did when I was performing live very, very often in my earlier days as a performer, as a younger performer. It was
Mm-hmm.
more writing my feelings. It was doing it on my own. It was just being the one singer-songwriter in the room to do all the work. But then I wanted to do something more commercial, more rhythmic, more multicultural. And to do
Mm-hmm.
that, make something very authentic, I had to build a good team. And that's where
Yeah.
I got Johnny Tech Audio, my wonderful Caribbean producer.
I love that. I'm Caribbean myself, so I just love every time you say
Yeah, no,
that.
no, no, I can tell you're Caribbean, so that's good.
Yes, yes, from Jamaica. So, the neighbors are all around. The neighbors are all around.
Right, right.
Well, what are you looking forward to this year when it comes to your music? What can, fans look out for? Old fans, new fans, what can they look forward to with you coming up this year and next year and going forward?
Well, I do have some exciting things happening on the horizon. I'm going to be a teaching artist in Florida
Mm.
this summer. So I will be doing a lot more work in Florida, mid Florida, Central Florida, and
Mhm.
Southern Florida, Miami. I'm going to be the singer-songwriter professor for the Arts Conservatory for Teens in Tampa, and I'm going to be
Uh,
uh, starting out their singer-songwriter program. So that's going to be exciting.
that is
I'm
exciting.
going to be performing there in that region. I'm going to be performing in New York City some more. I have some music videos coming out this year that were funded by a good patron and a good friend of mine. And we filmed it last summer, and now we're finally going to be releasing them this year. And more music, more touring. Yeah, just a lot of development. It's
Awesome.
opening up again.
I love that. So if people wanted to keep up with you, keep up with, the music, get music, as well as just keep up with shows and all of that, how are they able to do that?
So my Instagram is JChris_music. My
Mhm.
Facebook and my Twitter is JChris Music, and also my TikTok is JChris Music, and my website is jchrisofficial.com.
JChrisofficial.com. So we're gonna have that link and all the others in the description below. So everyone who's watching, you can go ahead and check it out. Check out everything JChris has to offer. Get you some music and get yourself on the dance floor. JChris, it's so great, getting to chat with you today. It's been so fun, and thanks for being here. And I wish you much success, continued success, with your career and music and everything for the future. So thanks so much.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. To those watching, please, we're going to ask you to follow Team Racing Productions on all forms of social media at Team Racing. That's at Team Racing on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel. But most of all, thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.
Bye.